Hey lovebirds, welcome to another fantastic episode of this amazing YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and always making sure that you don't miss anything that happens on this platform. And thank you for ensuring that we are coming up on top. I love the fact that so many of you guys are clicking that subscribe button, and I'm urging those that have not to kindly do so, and also remember to switch on your notifications, because at the end of the day you don't want to miss a thing. Now, a lot of people that basically follow me on Instagram know the gist of Robin Nakambo, but you get the specific people that for some odd reason don't follow me on Instagram but yet follow me on YouTube and don't know so much of who I am. So this episode is catering to you. I put it out there, ask me a question, and this is what we're going to be answering today. So please do continue watching. Remember, turn on your notification and also do subscribe. So we're back at it. Robin Nakambo is the name. Thank you so much for tuning into this amazing channel, because with this channel, like I said, it's all real. I want to be 110% real with you. So I put it out there to say, guys, I know on the specific platform I've never really put out something where it's a one-on-one and you get to know me. It's always just, around. I was very professional about the way we did things. So this is the first video where we're gonna get to know one another one-on-one, and I'm going to advise you where I can, and also just share a couple of life experiences with you while doing so. So the one question, and I love the fact, mind you, that people are actually basing a lot of their questions on business. And the past week, like 2-3 days ago, I celebrated my business being 1 year. And my business, not me having started selling hair, I mean me having opened a shop. So that was my anniversary. Welcome to another fantastic episode of my YouTube channel. I hope you have subscribed and have turned on your notifications. Okay, so we're gonna hit the ground running. And by the way, I am dressed so wintry because the cold front has hit, guys. And I, for one, grew up in Bloemfontein. Bloemfontein is a place that gets super cold, so I don't play with the weather. And I would also just like to thank The Catch for hosting us today. I love the fact that Robert always goes all out, and this place is amazing. Me sitting here right now, I am impressed to the T. But in any case, let's get to continue. I put a Q&A out there on my Instagram platform, and I was asking you guys questions, basically giving you guys the platform to ask me questions. So we're gonna get to know each other one-on-one. And the first question is, I run a nail business and honestly don't know how else to promote it. So the question is, how do I promote my business? Now, all right, I feel with any business that you are part of, or that you are, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to realize that you are your own walking billboard. That's why I always have colorful hair. I always have eyelashes on. I always have my product on me. Reason being, the fact that I expect people to buy my product, I need to solely live my brand. And it shouldn't come as a job that you need to oh my goodness, I need to advertise my nail business. No, it needs to come so natural that when you're walking around yourself, your nails are did by you. When you get your friends in, and hopefully your friends are supportive, when your friends come do their nails, they are also walking out there saying, you know what? My friend did my nails today. And also just giving people the service that is beyond comprehension, that will actually push them to want to go and advocate for your business, to be out there, to say, you know what, I went to buy hair at Robin's Boutique yesterday and the service was impeccable, so I advise you to go. That is what you need to do. So with business, especially with my business, and I'm going to try and relate a lot of my questions and answers to my own life. When it comes to advertising for my brand, what I basically do is I always make sure that my clients don't forget who I am. And also, I give them the platform to be on my page. I give them that shine, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So at the end of the day, I have sessions where I'm just like, you know what, Client Appreciation Day, this is my client, she looks amazing. And of course, I'll have videos of myself as well. But the moment you are out there and staying relevant, constantly creating content of your product, and by creating content, I'm not saying go out there and get a camera crew and do this and that. Even with your own phone, your simple phone, you take that, take pictures of the nails, make sure you put it out there, at least one picture per day, where people can see that, oh, this lady is pushing. And also just try and, you know, move out of the borders of little boxes. Don't do things that everybody else is doing because they're doing it. Try and be different. That is exactly what will set you apart. Also, I'm going to answer two more before we go for a break. The one is, what keeps you going? Woo! Okay. What keeps me going basically is life and my eagerness to want to achieve more. So yes, at this point in time, a lot of people can look at me and say, a person your age having achieved what you have achieved, kudos to you, you're doing so well. But for me, my ideal self has not been achieved yet. So just the constant yearning for wanting to be a better person is what keeps me going. I hope that answers it. And the last one for now, before we go for a quick break, my question is about fitness. If I want to lose belly fat and get flat belly, what should I do? All right, so basically with losing weight, it's all about what you take in. And a lot of people don't actually realize this, and that's why a lot of times, ample time, I'm always saying, look, I don't want to be an advocate for taking in substances or whatever it is. I'm not going to name the products that are out there for you to lose weight. I don't advocate for that because I feel it's science, guys. The more you put in, the more it's going to be more difficult for you to be able to take it off. So just mind your portions, watch what you eat, and put in the work in terms of exercising. So cardio works good for belly fat, like the running, the cycling, and so on. And then you also tone up with sets. Now with sets, I'm talking about the sit-ups, the crunches. I'm talking about especially for the belly, the below belly, right here at the bottom. What you need to do for that is more ab sets that require movement from your legs. So that basically encourages you to lose that low belly fat. And then up top here, we're talking about the normal crunches and sit-ups and pull-ups and so on. So the eating is most important. Also remember, guys, alcohol, if you want to lose belly fat quick, reduce on your alcohol intake. And then obviously with the food, the carbs, let it slide a little bit. Don't eat so much bread, the pastas, the rices, the what, but just moderate it properly. Some people choose to cut it all out entirely. Others just sort of just portion it lower. And some people are doing intermittent fasting at this point in time, which is basically eating at certain times, and they've seen results. So it just depends on your body. Try a couple of things and see what works for you and stick to that. But for me, what works for me is eating right and working out. So yeah, and then obviously also give yourself some time to cheat. Be it 1 day or 2 days where you say, okay, fine, I'm going to allow myself to drink a glass of wine, I'm going to eat this chocolate, or I'm going to go and eat those fries that I love so much. Ek hope I have slap chips. So I'm gonna go out there and eat it. That's my every Friday meal, by the way. So those are the types of things that you need to look out for when it comes to belly fat. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Do subscribe and turn on your notification. This is Robin Akambo. Follow my YouTube channel. All you need to do is subscribe and turn on your notifications. Okay guys, so we're back at it. We're continuing. This is the Q&A. You are getting to know me better on this platform. Thank you so much for coming through and basically tuning in, and I encourage each and every one of you to just come through via the comment section and tell me how you're feeling about this whole vibe, if you're enjoying it, if you enjoyed some of the advice that I'm giving you right now, and also if you have a better way of doing certain things, also come through for everybody else. In any case, moving on, the next question is, what motivated you to go start a business? Well, my passion did. Yeah. Basically, I've been loving, I'm very inquisitive by nature, and I've said this ample time. So just the fact that I could be getting paid for something I love doing, I figured, why not? Then I would basically not be working ever in my life because I'm doing something that I love. So with hair, I'm a doll. I love looking good, and me loving looking good, it has also just basically gone into the sphere of loving women and enhancing a woman's beauty. And trust me, I said enhancing. Reason being, we are all beautiful in our own kind, right? As created. So they're just certain things that you need to do to tweak a little bit here and there to make yourself feel confident, to make yourself feel like, ooh, baby girl, today you look smashing. And I basically come and give you those things and say, you know what, Robin, you want to look good today? Come to me. I'm gonna make sure by the time you get out of here, you're gonna look drop dead gorgeous. So that's what motivated me to get into business. Just my passion for it and the fact that I could be getting paid for something that I love doing. So yeah, moving on. Whom do you know that does it all and inspires you? The woman in my life. Guys, I come from a family of such strong women, and when I say that, I am even underplaying it. I'm downplaying it. The women in my family are so strong. They're amazing, phenomenal beings. I've watched them do amazing things in my lifetime that I'm just like, we actually, you know, there's this notion in society where males are the better version of humankind. And these women have taught me that, firstly, there is no sky that is a limit. There's no limit to living. And when it comes to dreams and achieving them, it's about the work that you put in order for you to get them out. So I can't really single out whom these women are, but I'll dupe it as the women in my family. They're the ones that motivated me to become who I am, because at the end of the day, they're juggling being moms, being wives, being business owners, being people that are juggling 8 to 5s. They do their fitness, they do the cooking, like nothing slacks. And they're still continuing to do this, and they're bringing up and they've harnessed such amazing women like myself. So who not to look up to than them? So yeah, I hope that answers that question. Last one before we go for a tidbit of a break. This one says, ma'am, how do you make time for it all? There's quite a good balance in your life. How do you divide your time? Okay, so this is a question that comes up all the time. And one word, prioritizing. That is the word that you need to know, that in terms of life, in terms of juggling things, and in terms of achieving goals, you need to prioritize your time. So I basically know my Mondays to my Sundays. I prioritize my 8 to 5. That is my main bread. That is where my livelihood comes from. So nothing comes before that. Everything is secondary. And then my business, which is my baby, I am the one who is in charge of paying somebody's salary. I'm the one who is in charge of making sure that that rent is paid. So I accord the relevant time I need to accord to it to ensure that money flows through those bank accounts to ensure that I can do what is set out for me to do per month. And then obviously my fitness. Guys, my health is my wealth. So I need to put aside at least between 1 to 2 hours of my day towards me working out, towards me ensuring that I'm putting in the work to stay healthy. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not healthy, fitness wise, then my brain is not healthy, then everything else trickles downwards. Because at the end of the day, my work needs me to be healthy, to think right, as well as my business. And then obviously I need me time as well. Funny enough, my me time includes cooking. So that is something that's perceived as, oh my gosh, and then you still have time to cook. That, time to cook is actually quality time for me, with me. And then what else? My friends and family, they're piece and parcel of the whole thing. So at the end of the day, it's just prioritizing and making sure that you set aside the time that you need to set aside to make sure that your stuff has been achieved, and that tomorrow you can ensure that you're a better version of the person that you were the previous day. Anyways, moving on, let's go for a quick break. I'm gonna sip on this amazing Merlot that they handed me at the Catch. And guys, the Catch is very, very close to my boutique, Superlative Hair Boutique. If you just walk a little bit further, you get to the Catch. This is the spot, especially summertime. But for now though, make sure you subscribed, you turned on your notification, and that you're going to leave me a nice comment. I will see you after this. And we're getting into the nitty-gritties of things. We have 3 more questions. Guys, if I don't get to your questions, it's not that I was being selective, it's just time. I really don't have time to get through all of them, but let's get to it. How do you keep yourself from giving up when business is not going well? Well, look, I'm actually starting to become speechless, because you can't really want to beat yourself up about the fact that business isn't going well, especially not in 2020. There were a good, let's say, 3 months where, or 2, give or take, my shop was closed. In that time, my shop is closed. I don't have anybody buying anything from me. I need to pay rent, I need to pay salary. You can't beat yourself up about things that are happening as a result of a pandemic in which everybody is in. And that's something I was telling a lot of people. A lot of people have been coming through, reaching out and asking, what have you been doing through this pandemic to ensure that you are keeping afloat? Well, in the beginning of my journey as a business owner, what I had was, I had a little kitty on the side where I would put money in, and the money was just savings for a rainy day. And that rainy day fund came in very handy, because that is where I went to touch to make sure that everything is paid for. So don't be discouraged. To each and every business owner out there, whether you have a shop, whether you're doing it from your boot, whether from a stall, dude, whether it's from the street corner, at the end of the day, we're all in this together. We're all trying to move forward. And as long as you're selling a good product, if you've created, because with products and things, that a good business basically is based on realizing a specific need from people and filling that need. To say, okay, fine, I see in Namibia we don't have milk. I'm going to create that milk and I'm going to sell it. So at the end of the day, if you are giving out a product that is needed and that is necessary, and you can assure your people that with regards to this whole COVID situation, I have put in place A, B, C, and D, you are going to be safe coming out to my shop, coming out to my store, coming out to my car, whatever, you're gonna be safe, I'm going to give you the best service, then do so. But don't kick yourself while you're down. We're all in a dip. We're all going out there gradually. It takes time, but have faith. Give the best product where you can and just continue. Moving on. This one is how do you do it? Everything. I'm so inspired, and I just hope that one day I can be you. Well, I think I answered this already, but basically want to be a better version of you. Yeah, don't say, like, every time somebody says, Robin, you inspire me, I want to be just like you, I'm like, you can be way better than who I am. So just focus on being a better version of who you are, and best believe once you think it, it will happen if you work towards it. Moving on, advice to a young girl that's almost done with varsity but wants to work due to financial constraints. Okay, all our paths are not the same, and it's rather unfortunate. I think we touched on this with the insert I had with where we said that at the end of the day, it's about how you take on your struggles in your life and what you make of it. So with myself, for example, myself and Wea, immediately when I graduated, I went into varsity. And then, when I matriculated, I went into varsity, then graduated, and immediately got a job. Whereas some of my classmates didn't get a job yet. So that's my life story. Fine. With Wea, she matriculated. She took a while before she went into varsity, eventually got into varsity, then graduated. But before that, before she started going back to school, she started working already. So at the end of the day, where we're standing right now, she's a graduate, I'm a graduate. I became a graduate quicker or sooner than she did because her life was altered due to certain circumstances. But at the end of the day, we ended up where we are today. She is phenomenal. She's achieved amazing things. I have done the same. Our paths were different, but we got to where it is. Bottom line of the story is, don't judge your life path up against somebody else's. If it means that you need to stop studying, put a pause on it for now so that you can go out there and work and accumulate the money for you to pay for your studies, do it. Do it. Because at the end of the day, you only have yourself to answer to. You're running your own race at your own pace. Do not, and I mean it, don't let people's thoughts and people's words affect your life. They don't define who you are. So focus on the end goal, which is you graduating. How you get there, when you get there, doesn't matter, as long as you do get there. I hope that answers your question. But in any case, those are the only questions I have time for. We're gonna go for a tidbit of a break. When I do get back, I'm just gonna touch on something that's a little bit close to my heart, and then from there we're gonna wrap up everything. But do subscribe and turn on your notifications. We're gonna go for a tidbit of a break. All right, so it's been a fantastic episode. We've gotten to know me. I've spoken about everything fitness, we've spoken about work, we've spoken about business, who inspires me, and the likes. And before I actually just wrap up on everything, the amazing talent who is Milton Hura, OC Abs / the Mzeke of Namibia, basically, had an ordeal that I have been through, and I just wanted to shed some light on it. Now, a lot of people, last year in May, I was hacked. And me being hacked, I made it a public thing, so just to create awareness, and I'm all for that. If I'm going through something and somebody else can learn from it, I'm going to basically be vocal about it. So I came out and I was just like, you know, guys, I got hacked, and my story of me being hacked was basically these people had sent me. I was just done shooting my show, which was What a Lifestyle for NBC. Yes, we air 7:30 every Saturday on NBC One. I'm sorry guys, I just take every opportunity I can get to advertise these things. So yeah, so we shot it, and obviously with us shooting it, we took some cutaways, you know, behind the scenes footage, and I put up this footage, and then I get an email from Instagram, an email, and they're like, yes, your content has got copyright infringement and you need to follow the specific link and do the likes. And I was just like, but this is my content. And they basically threatened it. Their call to action was, if you don't do this, follow this link and do what we want you to do, we're going to close down your account. And I'm just like, no. So I pressed that link. With that link, I needed to then proceed with putting in my account details, which I did. And immediately I see my account was taken, my name was changed, my profile picture was changed, and my friends at that time, because I'm at work, my friends around me are looking at this and they're just like, oh my gosh, Robin, what the hell is going on? So immediately I got three IT specialists involved, and my account was retrieved within 24 hours. Now, because I had worked relentlessly and the people that were assisting me worked relentlessly, pardon me, to get it back. And with them, the beauty about it was also the fact that this person that got hold of my account was holding it hostage, and he contacted me. It was a young boy from Ukraine, and this little man, all he wanted was nudes and some moolah. Okay, this story is juicy. We're gonna go for a quick break before we get back. It was a young boy from Ukraine, and this little, all he wanted was nudes, some. All right, so long story short, this guy says the amount of money he wants and speaks on the nudes, because his thing was just like, I really want the nudes though. You can send me the money, but I want the nudes. And I'm thinking, boy, bye. So in that whole process, I told him, you know what, because it was a Friday that it happened around 4:30. He contacted me at night, and I said, in Namibia we can only do bank stuff on Monday, so I'll get back to you on Monday. I'll pay your money on Monday. And in that time frame, these people are obviously working on gaining my account back. In that time frame, this guy is also on social media basically advertising the fact that he's selling my account. Guys, note, as I'm talking and creating awareness of this, people are bashing me like, yeah, when you are there crying for Instagram followers, like, Robin, what the hell? Guys, as an influencer and as a media practitioner, you will know the importance of followers on social media, especially if you get paid money for having a lot of followers. Now, the money I'm talking about is the fact that when you get endorsed, you don't get endorsed for having less followers. You get endorsed for having the amount of followers you have and the reach you have and the influence you have through exactly that. So just to put your perspective in line with what I'm thinking at the moment, when you are talking about 96,000 followers, which I have on Instagram, ideally overseas, for a post that hypothetically Superlative Hair Boutique would want me to post for them, I can charge them $1 per my follower. So I could basically be getting $96,000 for my content. So that is the importance of it. And I actually wanted to be talking to Kuro Milton today, just to discuss this, because he went on a rampage, and unfortunately he reached out to me quite late after they've had his account for too long that they couldn't retrieve it back. But I wanted him to just talk about his ordeal. I share my ordeal with him, and just to put it out there to you guys, to say, guys, at this point in time, they're still trying me physically, like directly. What they do now is they send me constant, yeah, no, you're eligible to be verified, press this link, press that. What if you are trying to build a life from influencing or blogging? Do not, or just for anybody, because I mean, guys, some of our content is so personal. If you just want to be safe, do not press links that people are sending you all willy-nilly. If Instagram needs to verify you, Instagram is going to come through via your notification. Basically there where you get your likes and who commented on what, Instagram will come through via that to say you are eligible or you are not via email and expect you to do A, B, C, and D. But in any case, I just wanted to shed some light on that because I realized that I think I knew of 3 or 4 individuals that got hacked in the past 2 weeks. So just FYI to those that are in the business to stay safe. But also, guys, our rising of the COVID curve is it's scary. So we need to get to a point where we start taking care of ourselves. The economy is now open, so please stay safe. If you're gonna go out, social distance, wear your masks, and take care of yourselves. Until next time, it is ciao ciao.